only source for all the stuff you care about. I'm Kevin Pereira. It's good to see you. Thank you.
And I'm Candace Bailey.
Candace Bailey.
We are coming to you
CB5.
from CB5 from the G4 studios in Los Angeles. On the show today, Odette Annable from the new Fox series Breaking In will teach us some super cool feed secrets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, so I hear.
Okay.
Plus, we have more from WonderCon. Blair Butler talks to the creators of the upcoming Iron Man and Wolverine anime that's debuting on G4 later this year.
Totes awesome. And Chris Hardwick continues Gaming PC Week on Gadgetron with a quieter, cooler system from Puget. This thing's got Intel's Sandy Bridge chip, a guaranteed lifetime of service. No cup holders.
Oh, no.
No cup holders. You can use a CD tray, but that's so 90s. Also, pricey superstores aren't just for Apple products anymore. No. Morgan Webb heads to the Sony store to check out cutting-edge 3D cameras. Whoa!
Woo! Right now, let's lube up.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking, or do you want to just crawl inside the internet? Okay, let's do the internet thing. I got it. All right, folks, into number 5 today. I know you're psyched for this one.
Psyched!
Yeah, listen, when you're filming your adorable baby, you might want to make sure the cuteness doesn't get upstaged by your dog doing something very dog-like in the background.
Watch the background of this home video very closely.
Oh, so excited. So excited. So excited. Hi, honey.
Is it in the picture?
Oh, he was looking right at the camera. Look at this, Shayna.
Well, that's one way to get the stuffing out. But honestly, I think the pillow-humping dog was cuter than the actual babies, so.
And much more energetic.
Agreed.
Touche.
No, I agree with you. That's
Can you say touche there?
I mean, you could. Theoretically, you could say whatever you'd like there,
Let's go
but
back and say it. And much more energetic.
touche.
Thank you. There's only 2 more weeks until Portal 2 comes out and tanks your productivity.
I don't know what just happened. But thankfully, while we wait for Portal 2, the folks at Valve have been giving us little glimpses inside of life at Aperture Labs.
Here's another fine reason to invest in science consumer-grade turret bots.
Cave Johnson here, introducing the consumer version of our most popular military-grade product.
Hello.
The turret. How do we get so many bullets in them? Like this. Plus, we fire the whole bullet. That's 65% more bullet per bullet. This is the same technology we've been using on robots for decades. Scares the hell out of them. They come in hundreds of designer colors, including forest, desert, table, evening at the Improv.
What idiot picked them?
Then we box them up and ship them straight to your doorstep, so you can protect the things that matter most.
Good night.
Not again.
These portals feel all tingly in the little naughty bit section. Woo! Come on in.
No.
Candy, come on.
No.
Come on in.
No.
Come on to the portal.
I'm not stupid.
I can almost touch my toes.
No, I'm not going to do that. Enjoy yourself.
Almost touched my toes. I broke the portal. Come on. Here, help me out. Seriously.
No.
Candace.
Our number 3 video features the most famous bit of composer Carl Orff's Carmina Burana with an adorable twist.
Candace, no. The portal burns.
No.
It's burning. It's not even funny anymore. Anything but adorable. That video was terrifying.
No,
and
it was
you lied.
adorable.
No.
It was a puppy with fake eyebrows.
Yeah, I got it, but
so
the puppy
cute.
was looking into my damn soul. I don't appreciate it, is all I'm saying. Hey, I want to talk about twins. Twins are something that's, I think, creepy and weird unless you're at a strip club. Am I right?
We mentioned it because a few weeks ago, a stupid baby video showed up starring twins that babbled at each other.
Yeah, here's a quick look at the clip that we deliberately ignored, mostly because it was a stupid baby video.
And kind of cute.
We get it. Enough. Thank you. But now you're primed for Funny or Die's look at two grown-ass men who haven't given up their baby talk or their baby fat.
Here's Patton Oswalt and Michael Chiklis.
Oh, I'll do it myself.
Guess I don't need these Shield DVDs anymore.
Kevin, that video took balls.
I know, I saw them.
Me too.
Still ahead, today's number one is a love song about cheating.
Starring a mythical creature. Stick around.
Is it Michael Chiklis in a diaper?
Today's ATN featured a pooch whose brow is worse than his bite. We're not familiar with this kind of canine, so we need to know, what breed is the dog? Tweet us your responses at AOTS, #OMGROFLOL. If your response makes us howl, we'll feature it on Friday's show.
That was a masculine dance. Yes. Number one indeed, Candace. All right.
Very excited about this.
Today's number one item is another outstanding bit of viral goodness from the guys behind Juicy Fruit Gum.
We've already seen some videos from the unsettling, soulful, serenading unicorn. Now you're about to see what are you looking at?
The prompter.
I see his eyes just staring into me. Now you're about to see what it's like when a puppet experiences an emotional breakup with a famous comedian.
There you go. You'll never listen to Aerosmith's heart-wrenching song, Angel. Well, you probably don't anyways, but if you do listen to it again, it certainly won't sound the same. That's how the breakup with Jimmy Kimmel went down as well, I think. No, it's true.
Suspicious text messages ruin everything.
Oh, I didn't mean that part. I mean, Jimmy's probably into furries. And I'm sure they got a horse costume or something going on there. You know what I mean?
To each his own. To get your daily viral fix and to check out all the viral videos we have to offer, go to g4tv.com/aroundthenet.
All right, now let's talk beards. You guys want to talk beards?
I would love to talk beards.
Good, because it's a large portion of our show today. Some people have beards for work, like old-timey gold miners or hobos or terrorists.
But some people rock ginormous beards just for the hell of it, like Rick Rubin, Harry from Harry and the Hendersons, and Attack of the Show's line producer.
That's the best one. It's been almost a year since Bernardo shaved his beard, and this is his story.
At the Attack of the Show office, there's a man who loves bad jokes and has a caveman beard. His name is Bernardo. You may recognize him as the Punisher.
That's good pun-ishment.
But beyond the beard is a man held prisoner by his scraggly facial hair. Italy, July 2010. Bernardo traveled abroad with his family where he neglected shaving for 2 weeks because he had, quote, better things to do. After returning stateside, he didn't shave for another 2 weeks simply due to laziness. The following was recorded in October of 2010.
What the hell? I've never grown a beard before. Let's see how long this thing can get.
9 months and 200 episodes of Attack of the Show later, the once delightful experiment has become a menace. Food constantly gets stuck in it. Women are dissatisfied by it, and his entire family hates it. Bernardo's life is now in shambles. Thankfully, Attack of the Show has agreed to end his torment live on television by shaving the evil thing off. Hopefully for Bernardo, it's not too late.
Everyone give a warm welcome to Bernardo!
Are you sure you want to get rid of that monstrosity?
It's starting to grow on me, but I think it's time to get rid of it.
So good. It's so good. The Punisher strikes again. Will the beard lose its Twitter account?
I hope not.
I hope not as well.
I hope so. I'm just kidding. Joining us to shave Bernardo's beard is professional barber Jason Simeo from Baxter Finley Barber and Sons. Jason, have you ever shaved someone as bearded as Bernardo?
Yes, I have.
You have?
Yes, definitely.
Well, and you lived to tell the tale. That's impressive. Is there a strategy? Do you start with a flamethrower, some sort of torch, incendiary device?
No, actually, I start with clippers, and then from that, I lather them up and straight razor shave them.
Oh, all right.
Okay, let's do this. You wanna
Let's
get
go.
started?
Wave goodbye to the beard, everybody. Bye, Bernardo's beard.
Wait, don't do it!
What? Oh, that's get in there. Get in there. Years of work undone. You want to stop now, Bernardo?
No, let's do it.
We can totally fix that.
No,
Little
don't
spirit gum.
give him the option.
You're totally
Don't
fine.
give him the option.
All right, fair enough. You're going to keep on cutting, Jason. We'll actually check back in a little later on in the show. We have some lofty play. Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. That is... You're like a totally different person. All right,
Wait,
now.
this is like a stunt piece from Spartacus, if you've ever seen the series. You know what I'm talking about. All right, a little...
Ew, stop it.
Well, I had to connect the dots for you.
Right
That's
now.
all right.
Blair Butler has the words.
You have like 12 merkins on your chin, dude. I didn't realize that. That's incredible. Sorry, what are we doing?
Like I was saying, right now Blair Butler has words with the man in charge of the upcoming Wolverine and Iron Man animes.
I'm here in the always packed Marvel booth to bring you some breaking news about Marvel anime. All right, I am here with Marvel's head of TV, Mr. Jeff Loeb. Jeff,
Hi.
you guys are unveiling some big news about Marvel anime today.
Yeah, we are. It's extremely exciting. You know, as you and I have talked about in the past, we've partnered with Sony and Madhouse Animation. We're going to be doing 4 12-part stories. Iron Man, Wolverine, X-Men, and the one that gets everybody all giggly, Blade. And they're going to be coming on G4.
July. Iron Man starting in July.
With Wolverine at the same time.
Oh, nice.
But what people don't know until today, they've been originally made in Japanese and have been showing over in Japan, but we're going to be doing a English dubbed version. And we reached into our Superstar Heroes pack and drew out 2 guys that we think are absolutely perfect for the roles. For Iron Man, Tony Stark, Adrian Pasdar, who we know from Heroes and from Prophet, and he's most recently been on Castle. And Wolverine, we were lucky enough to get Milo Ventimiglia, also from Heroes. People will know him from Gilmore Girls and from Rocky Balboa.
And comics. He does comics as well.
He certainly does. So they're both just extraordinary actors who are lending themselves to this part. What I really like about them is that their own personalities are actually very much like those guys.
Now, one of the really interesting things for comic book fans is that the overall stories for these are conceived by writer Warren Ellis.
We went to Warren and sort of said, look, this is what we have in mind. Can you give us kind of an overview as to how each of these pieces could work? One of the things that's really important to us is that even though they are anime, they still are very much Marvel DNA. In the case of Iron Man, there's a brand new kind of anime look at Zodiac, the organization, and then within the Wolverine part of it, he's going up against the Japanese Yakuza.
It's great news for us. Obviously, it's kicking off Marvel Anime in July, and G4 is the only U.S. network to do that.
That is the only place that you're going to be able to see it, and it's also the world premiere of being able to see Adrian and Milo play these characters. This is an opportunity for our audience to be able to see it in English so that they can actually sort of catch on to what's going on, unless you happen to speak Japanese.
Jeff, thank you so much for your time. And again, if you want more information on any of that, go to g4tv.com/Marvel.
Happy Gaming PC Week! Because you need a fast, agile, and muscular computer to... Here we go. Atrophy in front of.
What?
The most powerful gaming PCs are usually the loudest and hottest things in your room. So, Puget Systems sent out to create a cooler, quieter machine, like the Serenity. Built into an Antec P180 case for silent computing, you'll get the latest Intel Sandy Bridge processor, 8 gigs of RAM, and NVIDIA's GTX 560 Ti graphics. Plus, their lifetime labor and tech support. Make sure you hear every kill and not your computer for $1,800.
Gaming PCs rarely look this normal and boring. This one, you okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just looking at Al Swearingen's new henchman over there.
He's looking very good.
Bring me a couple of whores and a shot of whiskey. You tell Cy Tolliver I'm taking down the Bella Union. Sorry.
Oh, Chris Hardwick.
Good to see you.
Now, this is a little under 2 feet tall, only 8 inches wide. So would you rather have this kind of standard case or something crazy blue with badass paint job?
Actually, I like I like understated, simple design. So I would probably prefer this to some of the crazy, like, you know, Tokyo Drift looking types of PCs. But I really like this because it's so simple and, you know, it doesn't jump out.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Now, one of the main reasons Puget Systems use this case is because they can make it practically silent even when you're playing games.
Yeah, it is incredible how quiet it is. You actually have to put your ear up here to the little vent just to hear anything. We brought in a decibel meter just to see how loud it is. So ambient room noise is about 45 decibels. When we measure it next to the computer, it doesn't even move! Whoa! With that device, it looks like it's made to inseminate livestock. This is easily the quietest gaming PC we've ever reviewed. I like it a lot.
Now, it's got a lot of padding in the case to make it quiet, and the fans spin a little bit slower than usual, so does that mean that it might overheat?
We didn't have any of those problems at all while we were playing, so I guess not. They did it. I mean, again, this is such a solid machine, and I'm standing right next to it, and a couple of times were like, is this thing even on? Like, and it is. It's running. So.
I know. I can't even hear it. I don't even know how you can.
Nope.
Will it be easy to upgrade if you want to add another video card or extra RAM?
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's just as you'd expect on the inside. It's clean. It's organized.
Look at that.
Dropping in another video card is easy, but adding RAM might be a little tough since some of the slots are under the giant heat sink. So just a heads up on that.
Now, is this just as fast as the Falcon Northwest frag box from Monday? Oh, there it was.
Not quite. The 3D Mark 11 gaming benchmark scored lower than we would have wanted to, but it wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, we had no problems playing new games like Homefront, and we maxed out all the settings, and it played beautifully. So even though the benchmark scored a little on the low side, we're confident that this rig will be great for at least a couple of years, which is what we're all used to now in terms of how long we own things. Isn't that amazing? Like, now it's like, oh, yeah, I'll get another thing in a year. I'll spend another $2,000 in a couple of years. That's just kind of where we're at.
Well, I try not to.
Right.
I try not to.
Well, yeah, but, you know, if you want to be an early adopter nerd who's always like, damn it, they just came out with a new thing, then you need to spend new money every couple of years.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Well, it's only about $1,800, which is much cheaper than the Falcon that was, there it is again, $2,500. So what's the rating?
Well, Candace, I'm going to give this a 4 out of a possible 5.
No!
Even though the performance is a little on the lacking side, it is extremely affordable and it's incredibly quiet. And that is it for today's Gadget Prawn. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get going.
But I thought we were going to go get smoothies.
Oh, yeah, totally. But first, I have to take care of my own television program, Candace.
What?
Tell me more.
Okay.
Coming up, slap on your finest spandex unitard. It's time for an all-new episode of Web Soup. Chris Hardwick brings you seals who think they're people, dads who think they're coordinated, and a visit to the bosomy goodness of the knife cave.
Are you looking for that special edge?
Coming up next.
Yes, your first taste is free. Now go to g4tv.com/websoup for more. My work here is done. And then can I also say I am doing stand-up comedy in Boston this weekend. Saturday night I'll be in Boston at the Wilbur Theater. So if you're a nerd in Boston, come see me do jokes. Hey, nice.
You did it.
Over the silent computer. Thanks again. Also, Web Soup was on right after Attack of the Show, so make sure and watch that as well so we can keep making them. Thanks, Candace.
Thanks, Chris.
Bye.
Bye. Let's check in with Kevin at the AOTS Barbershop.
We're actually about to use a straight razor on Bernardo's neck. Are you really going to use a straight? Are you really going to?
Yes, we are. Yeah.
Okay. Do you need a license to use that?
Lather up that face.
Hold on.
Lather that face up.
Chris, do you like the way I'm lathering it up? Am I doing a good job for you, Chris?
I have to go to the bathroom. We've all done it!
Still ahead, Odette Annable from Breaking In will be here to teach us how to become master thieves. That's cool, but first, here's an exclusive clip from the new action flick Hannah in theaters this Friday. Let's cut them open. Let's see if there's candy inside.
Hello, Hannah.
Hello.
Would you like to talk to me?
I want to speak to Marissa Fiegler.
From visionary director Joe Wright and the acclaimed fight choreographer of the Bourne Identity films, Jeff Amada, comes the intensely original and action-packed Hannah.
Action is often only possible in a film because of the nature of montage, but it has been imitated so much that I wanted to try and do something a little bit different.
Take a look at this kid's blood sample.
Can't be right.
I repeat, Agent Abort.
We've approached the fight choreography as a dance, really, and certainly from a very character perspective, as well as propelling the story forward. And our fight choreographer, Jeff Amada, who was the fight choreography on the Bourne films, was totally involved in that process.
Remember what I taught you, you'll be fine.
Joe Wright gave me quite a bit of freedom to be able to create the characters, but also we had discussions about shooting quite a few action scenes in one take, which is quite different.
Whatever you do, promise not to follow me.
The container fight was straight out of Jeff's imagination. I said, Jeff, here's this location, and then he came up with this extraordinary sequence, and I told him I wanted to do it in a one shot as well.
The container part was one scene in particular where we had to think it through and plan it out as best as possible.
The first thing that hit me was the action.
Shooting things in one take is always a challenge because if there's one mistake in that piece, then you have to start all over again.
There was a lot of pressure to do it properly because one of the things that Joe made very clear was that he hates seeing a lot of cuts in fights.
We had a brilliant stunt team, which Jeff Amado was the head of, and he would prepare the choreography beforehand. For example, at the container park, it was a really big fight, and that took a while to rehearse.
Joe was great at making sure that these fights had an emotional backbone.
The most important thing for the movie was Jeff's work with Saoirse, because you had to believe Hannah as this deathly assassin.
And she's totally believable.
Did she turn out as you hoped?
Better.
You gotta move it forward. It's not me. I have the vision of an animal.
What animal?
The Wolverine, for sakes!
All the news you need to know. Hi, I'm
Kristen Adams. It's Wednesday, April 6th, and here are your top stories. Dish Network is taking home Blockbuster. The second largest U.S. satellite provider beat out fellow bidders with a $320 million offer for the troubled video chain. The winning bid still has to be approved by federal authorities, but if it does go through, Dish says they'll continue closing brick-and-mortar locations and primarily take advantage of Blockbuster's online streaming. That's great news for Dish Network subscribers, especially if you're looking for 200 copies of Rush Hour 3. Billionaire and purveyor of all things awesome, Richard Branson has announced Virgin's next frontier, the bottom of the ocean. The Tycoons team has built a one-man submarine that's first mission will be to explore the ocean's deepest uncharted depths. The sub is capable of sustaining itself for 24 hours and is designed to go so deep that the clear enclosure over the pilot seat is carved from a single piece of solid quartz to withstand the pressure. As of now, there are no plans for deep-sea tourism, but a girl can dream, right? This used to be the one safe place on the show for me. Not anymore. As Americans still face record foreclosures, one company is offering a unique solution. Let them turn your house. Is anyone really listening to this one? I don't think so. Do we care about this story? Into a giant billboard. Mobile ad firm Adzuki will help take care of your monthly mortgage payments so long as you're willing to let them blanket your house with ads. It has to remain painted for at least 3 months, but they'll paint it back to its original colors if you change your mind after that, which you probably will. Although I'd be willing to have my house painted with ads to pay for my mortgage. That's pretty... Depends on what the ads are.
Exactly.
And finally, a British software company is looking for coders. More specifically, naked coders. The aptly named Nude House firm wants software engineers and salespeople who, this is true, okay, who are willing to shed their clothes from the moment they walk in the office in the morning and keep them off until 5 o'clock whistle blows. The company's plan is to become the first all-nude tech company. You know, because we've all been waiting for the day to see more skin on software engineers. I'm Kristen Adams, and you've just been fed. Back to you guys.
Yay! Thank you, Kristen Adams.
So weird.
I always blog nudes, so it's not that weird to me. Hey, Morgan Webb braved Santa Monica's pushy homeless people to check out the grand opening of the new Sony store. How about that?
It's a place to shop for the latest in consumer 3D cameras.
That it is, Candace. That it is.
From cutting-edge gaming to groundbreaking technologies, you know Sony brings it. So when they open a brand new store, guess who's the first in line? That'd be me. Come on, let's go. We get a special invitation to visit the grand opening of the Sony store in Los Angeles to get our hands on some of Sony's hottest new products. There's actually a new class of consumer cameras that we've been seeing lately. It's sort of the point and the shoot mixed with the SLR. And then they also have interchangeable lenses. So these lenses interchange with all of the next models. And then with an adapter, you can also use the Sony Alpha lenses. So if you're thinking you might want to upgrade to an SLR in the future, you'll still be able to use the lenses because they're expensive. And once you've made that investment, you want to keep that money. The next 3 and the next 5 are available. They range from about $250 to about $800 depending on what lenses you get. So think about what kind of lenses you're going to want to buy before you make this investment, definitely. The next 3 is going to shoot 720p video, and the next 5 is going to shoot 1080p video. So it has a little bit of flexibility as well. This is the Handycam PJ10. Now the PJ actually stands for projector because it's not only a full 1080p camera, but it also will project up to a 60-inch diagonal image on any wall. So this camera actually shoots 1080p and has 6 hours of recording time. It's only about 10.9 ounces. It's surprisingly small for a camera and a projector. It's available right now for $699. Right here, we have the ultimate in cutting-edge egocentrism. We have the Handycam TD10. This is actually a 3D camera that's all ready to set up, and you just hook it into your television, and you can watch yourself in 3D because, I mean, you're not normally in 3D. This is something special. The camera actually will take up to 5 hours of HD 3D video that, of course, is 1080p. Sorry, guys, not out yet. It is coming soon. What do you think, guys? Pink on pink on pink? That'll give you a headache, huh? All right, guys, quick lesson for you. Skip it. Bye. Bye. 5, 5, 5, 5. Skip it. This is the Ray Modeler. It actually uses Archistereoscopic 3 to create a 3D image in what seems like real space. There's only a very few of these in the world, so we're lucky to get to check one out. It has a motion tracker, so as I move my hand around it, the image inside it actually moves. And I'm hoping we're actually going to get to use something like this for maybe video games and images. I took a little peek behind. It has HDMI and USB, which is very cool. We don't know if we're actually ever going to see these in stores, but it's only a matter of time before we can all say, "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're our only hope."
It won't grab the arrow.
Oh no. We weren't fast enough on the draw, apparently. So whether you're into 3D TV, gaming, or cameras, Sony has you covered from all angles.
Thank you, Miss Morgan. That was pretty high-tech stuff, but Bernardo had a very low-tech but amazing shave just now with a straight razor, which is how some of your ancestors were off, if we believe cinema, correct? Jason, what's the strategy here? What do you what's the tip or trick with a straight razor?
Well, pretty much I'm going with the grain as opposed to against the grain on the first pass. I mean, Bernardo hasn't shaved in a while, so his skin's a bit sensitive.
Yeah.
So pretty much that's what I did, yeah. Just kept it with the grain.
So do you read it poetry and like candles, or how do you tend to the sensitivity?
I usually feel it out. I could usually see sensitive spots, usually around your neck or your lower lip area.
All right.
And he seemed to be okay.
He's looking sharp now. I want you to pop out of from behind a model train set or something like that. That would just look adorable to me right now.
Choo choo.
Exactly. Now, Bernardo's face has sort of traveled forward in time. He began the show sometime, I think, in the Neolithic period, but now he's all the way to the American Civil War, which is pretty nice. It's looking good.
Bernardo, do you like your new look?
I think we need to shave a little bit more off.
All right.
That saddens me greatly. I think I would love to see this be the new look for a while.
It's nice for right now,
All right.
but not for every day.
All right, we'll get rid of the whole thing.
All right, get back to it.
Let's do it.
Stay tuned. Odette Annable from Breaking In will be here in studio with sexy safe packing tips.
Oh, sexy safe packing? Yeah, why not?
The feed is brought to you by BlackBerry.
Here's a question for you. Would you swap heads with a dog for the ability to time travel? Well, you logged on to G4TV.com and told us what you thought, and we'll have the results after the break.
Fail. You're dead. Major fail. Fail. Fail, 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 fail. You lose.
The results are in, and about 35% of you said that you actually would swap heads with a dog for the ability to time travel. I sure hope you guys don't mind Victorian-era dog food. Log on to G4TV.com for more questions like this and tell us just how far you'd go.
Oh, all right. Earlier, I sat down with actress Odette Annable to discuss highbrow topics like pranking her co-stars and lady farts.
You're really good at this stuff.
Well, people always expected me to do beauty pageants and bake cookies and all that crap, but I kind of went the other way. So, talk to me, Goose. What's your deal, huh? Gotta be more to you than pimp parties and beer bongs.
No, I'm just your average 27-year-old college student with 12 majors living the dream.
Really? So how long do you think that dream's gonna last?
Probably another 10 years, and then I'll hack my way into grad school.
Sounds like a great plan.
Joining me now, Odette Annable, everybody! Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
See, you brought every male staff member of Attack of the Show down here. Congratulations.
I see that.
You're like the Pied Piper going through the lobby.
Hello.
Oh, where's that going? Interview? I guess we'll watch. Your character on Breaking In is a bit of a badass.
It's a
is she not?
badass. Yeah, no, she is.
That's a bit of a departure for you, no?
A little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm really attracted to strong, powerful women. So, you know.
Go on.
I knew I was setting up for that. Yeah, so it's just a really fun character to play. You know, she rides motorcycles, she wears leather. You know, what's better than that?
Yeah, there we go. There we go. It's the whole reason I got into motorcycles in the first place, was a leather play. Your character rides motorcycles. You also rappel down buildings, but I was told that they would let you rappel down the building, but they would not let you ride the motorcycle.
Yeah, what's up with that? I mean,
that's what I'm asking. Where's the logic in that one?
I tried. I was pitching really hard. I was like, guys, how hard could it be riding a motorcycle? But they said, no, that's not going to happen. But rappelling, I did that. And actually in the pilot episode, and we dabble in that, you know, in episodes coming. So it's exciting.
So are you on an actual building, or are you in front of a green screen with a couple wires and some people down below
they build some pretty great sets, so it feels like the real thing. And we've got, our stunt people on the side telling us how to do it. And I want to do as many stunts as I can. That's what I told them. I said, listen, throw me out there. I'll try it. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work.
Yeah, but see, the it doesn't work might be fatal. So let's not. There's a reason agents and managers say, no, that's fine. But you're no stranger to doing extreme stuff. You grew up on a farm. Not in and of itself may not be that extreme. Right. But you were riding some ATVs around, I heard, and doing tomboyish things.
I was raised on a farm. My grandparents, they uprooted and they moved to Moreno Valley, which is about an hour and a half from Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. And, they're Cuban. They just went back to their old ways farming, and we had ATVs and horses and cows and pigs and, a lot of cousins to play with. I was just a big tomboy, and that's where I learned some of my lock-picking skills.
Oh. Wait, did you actually learn lock-picking growing up?
Well,
Or did you just admit to breaking in
no. Kind of. I started a spy club, and I was the president.
Of course.
And, we would just... cause some havoc.
This is
on the
you
farm.
and the cows and chickens, or you and the friends
and
the
chickens and cousins and that whole thing.
I just imagine a trench-coated cow trying to break into a Radio Shack, and we just got a new sketch for our show.
I wasn't that lonely. No.
Okay, so you had cousins and friends there. There's a spy club. What sort of secret missions did you go on?
Well, it was it wasn't too intense. We had bobby pins, and we'd try to pick our way through, any door we could. We thought we were super spies, had the little notebooks and, anything we could do.
How not incognito you must have been going down the street. Try that lock. Okay.
Oh, yeah, screaming everything. No,
try the next one.
Yeah.
If you'd have actually broken into a place, I imagine you would have been scared and ran right back to the farm.
Absolutely. Yeah. No.
So, did they bring a locksmith or a lock-picking expert onto set to say, all right, here's how it goes down? And
no, they did not. No. Seth Gordon, our creator, who also directed the pilot, he sat me down and he said, listen, there's this whole world of lockpicking, and we researched on YouTube, and there really is. I mean, there's some great tutorials on how to pick locks. It's totally legit. There's this, it's pretty amazing.
There's a whole lot of worlds on YouTube, though.
There's a whole lot of worlds on the internet. Yeah.
So what, they just said, go Google it and have at it? So lockpicking is...
Yeah, they don't really show much of the lockpicking. You're on me for about 2 seconds, and then that's it.
Right.
But I'm taking it seriously. I'm trying to really,
As you should. As you should.
Breaking and ending, yeah.
So, long nights on YouTube looking up lockpicking videos. I dig that.
That's what I do.
And I hear you have to watch your back on set because you're due, basically. Someone owes you a prank or two?
Yeah. Brett Harrison and I, we've been friends for a while. He plays Cameron on the show. Mm-hmm. And about 6 years ago, I toilet papered his house. But it was like, I destroyed it. And he was watching TV the whole time. He was just like, he was in his house. You could see right through what he was doing. We were just throwing toilet paper. It was amazing.
That is the best toilet papering, when the person's actually inside.
I know. It was genius.
Did you do anything? Did you put honey on the car doors or gasoline on the front lawn?
No, a little shaving cream. Why not?
What did he do to deserve this again?
Nothing.
Fantastic.
Absolutely nothing.
But now you're due.
Yeah, now I'm due. I'm working with all guys. I mean, the fart jokes are just getting old at this point. It's like, come on, guys.
You gotta. Can you compete, or do you have an app for that?
I get in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Why not?
I mean, so is it just rainbows and stardust then all the time on set?
Roses.
Because girls don't fart. We know that. We've learned that.
Absolutely not. No, we don't ever do that.
They can pick locks. They can sleuth. They can TP houses.
But we can't fart.
No gas.
Guys, we fart. We do. It happens.
I see people that must be publicists or assistants with their hands in their heads right now. Like, that's how we know we have done our job on this show.
It is what it is.
Still 10 kinds of adorable, I'll tell you that much. Thank you for coming on, Odette. It's an absolute pleasure meeting you. I hope they don't get you too good with the repeat prank.
I have it coming.
Odette Annable, everybody. Breaking In premieres tonight on Fox.
Okay,
thanks, Kevin.
I don't toot. I mean, she might fart, but I definitely don't ever do that.
I've seen you clear elevators in Northern California.
I'm so sure.
We were in the Emerald Triangle, and
I'm flushing. But
even the marijuana was like, that is skunky. That was bad. Before we go home, though, and sob in front of our computers for the night, we wanted to know, what would the world be like if every day was 420.
Give our Google Voice a call at 805-268-7123 and tell us how it would be different other than way higher.
Right.
Maybe your hilarious call will end up animated in our 420 special.
She is good. That was good. Yeah.
Stay tuned. We're almost done with today's Shave-a-thon.
See the results right after this.
Or right now.
Those results.
Hey, it's me, Boba Fettish. Oh, man.
Coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show. Saoirse Ronan crashes into the studio to kick all sorts of ass in the new film, Hannah. Then Gaming PC Week continues on Gadget Prawn when we rate Digital Storm's Black Ops Enix. This vertical tower is just under a foot tall. Yes, I'm jealous too. And Blair Butler brings us a WonderCon edition of Fresh Ink with the latest on Walking Dead Season 2 from the zombie mastermind himself, Robert Kirkman. See it tomorrow.
Right now, it's time for today's epic fail. If the internet has taught us anything, it's that exercise.
And specifically, exercise balls are bad for your health. Yeah. The only thing I've seen repel women just as hard was Bernardo's beard. But that is gone now. He looks like a gravy robber with this. I like that. This is the moment you've all been waiting for, especially Bernardo's mom, who I think is watching right now. Let's see that baby face. What's he got under there? Oh! Nice! You did it! You did it! What do you think?
It feels different.
Yeah, well, to say the least. Let's see the side-by-side comparison to see if we can spot the difference. I believe that was before. Okay, so this is the after here. That is sharp. Jason, you are an artisan, sir. Thank you so much for being here. Round of applause for Jason, everybody.
Kevin,
From Baxter Finley Barber and Shop.
Kevin, I'm a vintage Bernardo.
Oh.
Jason Bernardo, Morgan Webb, and Odette Annable.
It smells like Bernardo. It smells like cool water and cream cheese. Good night, everybody.
We never got